guys, here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Send us some positive vibes, some love your way today, especially if you need it out there. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna get my first mythical champion on the entire account. There is a Primal Shard event going on at the time of this recording, by the way, but I have not pulled any yet. I'll probably record that video after this one, but I need my first to be Lady Mikage. The actual first, or permanent, I should say, fusion and first fusion, I guess, of mythical champions. You know, the Spider Lady. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a two-part video, or actually a one-part video for you guys, but I'm recording this part in advance. I just wanted to share the moment where I actually fuse her. It's been a long time coming, I feel like here, but we're gonna go ahead and fuse her right now, and then I'm gonna build her, I'm gonna test her out. 2 milli, golly. All right, here it goes, guys. The first mythical champion on the account. I don't think I even have enough books to book out one mythical champion.
Oh, that's very nice, but it's kind of a bad time right now.
Either way, here she is, guys. Really quickly to go over a kid on her first version, or her normal version or whatever. Shadow Lash attacks one enemy with a random ally from the Shadowkin faction, the ally joining using default skills. Plays a shield buff 10% this champion's max HP on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. 1 book. I definitely want to pay attention to how much books are required here. An AoE decrease the duration of all enemy buffs and ally debuffs by 1 turn, then increases the duration of all enemy buffs and all ally buffs by 1 turn. Debuffs and buffs, excuse me. A very good ability here. Very, very good. On the A3, Imperial Decree. It is an increased attack, increased crit damage on all allies. An ally attack teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy using default skills on a 4-turn cooldown. Very good there. Metamorph, extra turn. Will of the Mikage. At the end of this champion's turn, removes all debuffs from the ally with the highest attack accuracy in all battles by 80. Whew, that's a mouthful. Now we go to the second version here. We get a sleep on 1 turn, decrease target's turn meter for 15% for 1 turn, excuse me, on the A1. On the A2, an AoE stun for 1 turn, decrease turn meter by 30%. Very, very good control ability. On the Doom of Yakai, has an increased accuracy in all allies on a 4-turn cooldown, remove all buffs from all, removes all buffs from all enemies, and places a big version of Weaken for 2 turns. Wow, I mean, like, these mythicals, dude, you lose track of how much they're doing. I mean, it's gonna take you probably at least a couple weeks, I would imagine, or a couple days if you're hardcore and grinding. Let me put it this way, it's gonna take like 10 hours, 5 hours of playing these champions to really fully understand not just what they do on each of their forms, but the best cadence, I feel like, right? Passive, at the start of the champion's turn, decreases the turn meter of an enemy with the highest attack by 15%. So a buff stripper, increase accuracy, a weaken placer, a stunner, a turn meter control, and then the increase, decrease duration, and then the ally attack. Dude, I think she's really insanely good. I really do. What about you guys? Anyway, I'm gonna build her, try her out, and come back to you guys for the second half of this video. Be right back. All right, guys, so 5 days later, 5 days of playing around with Lady Mikage after I built her in the first part of today's video, and I even dug out the same hoodie, just for some continuity for you guys.
Perfection.
By the way, massive shout out to Echo Gaming, Echo Diablo, Echo Call of Dragons. My man Echo has like 8 YouTube channels. I can't even keep track with him anymore, but I really love that creator. Anyway, guys, here we are in-game, Lady Mikage. First off, I saw on the Hell Hades website, you know, these are the rankings per area for Lady Mikage. I imagine if you guys don't have her yet, most of you guys will eventually have her, right? Like Rosin the Scarhide. I mean, only a lot more difficult to get your hands on, right? But a permanent fusion, hopefully, you know, some of you guys are probably watching years in the future right now. Anyway, you can see her ratings, excuse me, on the second form are quite a bit better, I would say, across the board. I'm going to take a quick refresher and take a look at her kit and show you how I built her as well. I did not book her out. Golly, these books actually have an offer right now in game. Oh, but just the last thing here. They give her a 4. I can't scroll up. I don't know what, do I have to, okay, there we go. They give her a 4 out of 5. Am I crazy Am I crazy? She feels better than a 4 to me. She feels better than a 4. Overall, I found myself, now that I actually have my hands, not just on Lady Mikage. She's my first. She's my first. You always remember your first. But in the last 5 days, I pulled another 2, right? So now I have a shard opening. I'm not even sure which order I'm going to upload these videos. Sorry, I'm a mess today, guys. Forgive me.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But I'm overall like pretty bullish on these mythicals, man. I mean, they're impossible to get. But I'm literally typing mythical. I'm not going to cut that out of the video either. You ever do that? Type something while you say something? I'm like, why isn't she coming up? I'm typing mythical. Come on, man. Lady Mikage. There we go. Right next to Lady Kimmy and Annabella. Oh, all the ladies. All the ladies. What's up, ladies? How you doing?
Tired of the way he treats me.
We already talked about her kit. We already talked about her aesthetically. I built her to be like a Hydra clan boss beast. There's only one problem, man. Ooh, and it's a big one. Plarium. I mean, I can't be the first one to mention this, but the AI on Mythicals, they never change forms, man. They never change forms. So I have to go in manual with any mythical champion that I want to run on auto. To me, it's like it's basically unplayable, because how many of you guys go out there and auto an entire Hydra battle? Most of you guys probably do it like me. You kind of have it on the background, you do a few runs, you auto reset a few times, try to get a better score, and then maybe you'll go in and take it manual when someone gets eaten, just to make sure they're not devoured or whatever, and that's about it. So I'm not gonna go in there and do the entire battle. 50 minutes per Hydra battle. Anyway, am I alone there? I don't know. I love her spider form. I mean, she's got a big caboose going on right there with a spider.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I really like this champion.
I know.
Anyway, as I said, I didn't book her. Let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Oh, look at this. The Steel Deal Pack. It's almost like Plarium planned it. They're like, oh, you want to see how much we charge to book her out, Ash? Right at your service. Right on cue. Johnny on the spot. We have mythical books, and then they go down. Of course, it always gets... Man, psychologically, you'd think that giving the best thing first would be the best. I don't know about you guys on these packs. I always just get disappointed the more that I go. And by the end, I'm like, psychologically, I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. No way. I don't think I've ever bought these escalating deals, because it just gets worse and worse. And by the end, you're talking yourself out of the deal. You're like, yeah, golly, what? What is this crap? Tag team arena tokens or classic arena free fills, whatever. Anyway, they're charging me on the steel deal. So apparently this is like way better than the normal deal. They're charging me for 10 books, $100. And will that even book her out, I wonder? Sorry, I feel like I'm not even really talking about the lady. How many books does she require? That's the question. 1, 3, 4. That's not bad. That's not bad, to be fair. Second form, 6, 7, 9, okay, 10. So exactly for 100. You know what? I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat. Put it on with me here, guys. It's almost like Plarium saw me looking at Lady Mikage. They knew exactly how many mythical skill tomes she needed. And boom, and I'm presented a deal for exactly 10 mythical skill books.
Nah, I didn't do it. Or did I?
I digress. Sorry, guys. That's my long 20-minute way of saying that I didn't book her out. Golly. We already went over her kit, but I really like her kit. I love the stun and the decreased turn meter and the increased accuracy, the removing of buffs. You know, that's just her first form or second form. And then on her first form again, she's got the AoE decreased duration, and then increased duration, the ally attack. I mean, that's better than the ally attack with the increased crit rate, or increased attack and increased crit damage. Dude, to me, this is way better than a 4. YST, update those ratings.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Or you guys can let me know if you think I'm wrong too. I am gonna do her masteries with you guys. I built her out to deal a little bit of damage, just to test her out. So I built her fast with 273 speed, 102, 141, 349 on the accuracy, okay? Let's just go ahead and do her masteries together. Let's get the scrolls the dirty way, the lazy way. All I think she was at 99 crit rate. Now, or am I, whatever, who cares? Crit damage. Let's just come all the way down here and pick up some, we're just going to hug the left-hand side. We're going to pick up War Master. I'm not going to overcomplicate this or try to get too cute. I could use a little bit more accuracy, so let's go with the Charge, Focus, Storm, Smiter, the whole 9. Laura Steele's not going to benefit tremendously. We will go Cycle of Magic instead. We'll come here with Master Hexer. I'm sure she's got debuffs we're going to want to extend. Sniper, I don't recall. Let me look at the kit here. I'm being very lazy here. She's got, yeah, I would like to extend those buffs. And then on second form, if she ever changes form, she's got some stuff over there too. Let's go ahead and give her lasting gifts as well. And then let's give her like Life Drinker to heal up a little bit. And then, yeah, let's do Heart of Glory. Just get a little damage out of her, okay? So there's going to be our Masteries. Oh, we get to pick out a Blessing, too. This is cool. Let's go ahead and give her... we built her for PvE, but she's going to be good for PvP, too, you know? I see her sometimes in Gold Live Arena, right? We're creeping up on 4,000 Live Arena, and I promise I am going to have Live Arena content. It's just this weird thing. I'm just trying to be totally honest with you guys. Anytime I make... like really endgame content, because I'm going to be using freaking Siffies and Rhoduses and Tauruses, oh my. Marichka's like, it's going to be ugly, and people, oftentimes, you guys in the comments, I want to make content that the majority of my viewers want to see. I'm going Brimstone, by the way. Wow. That's a big power increase that we got there, right? New stats, you guys can see. We didn't need the crit rate indeed, but we'll take it. But accuracy goes quite a bit up. It's all good. All right, hey guys. Anyway, we went crit damage and relentless because I went crit rate on the gauntlets. As I was saying, though, I went crit rate, I went attack percentage, and I went speed on the boots. I went accuracy on the banner, crit damage on the amulet, and attack on the ring. So again, just building her to see if she can do a little bit of damage. What are her multipliers here? She's got a 3.9, a 3.8 on her AoE. I mean, that's not too bad. Second form is going to be a 3.8 on the AoE. Okay, you know, that's pretty solid, right? We can get a little bit of damage in Hydra, right? A longer battle. I'm happy with this build. Let me know what you think of it. Sometimes, once in a blue moon, because you only have so many good crit damage gauntlets on your account, sometimes on a supporty champion, a hybrid champion like Lady Mikage, I will go with crit rate, and then I'll just throw on a crit damage set, and I'll try to prioritize crit damage as a substat instead of crit rate. I feel like people don't do that enough, you know, here and there. It's not going to be the ultimate nuker build, but it's going to be viable. All right, guys. So here in the arena, oh, as I was trying to say like 100 times, I'm a little bit sensy about it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm a little bit sensitive about the end game live arena stuff because whenever I do that, I feel like you guys are like, Ash, you're a son of a jackal. Shame, shame. I know your name. We're mad at you because you know, whatever, right? Let's go in with the A2 first. Decrease buff duration. That's really strong. Let's change. Oh, she got the Relentless proc. Isn't that cool? Now we can remove all these buffs. That's awesome. And then we can come in next turn and we can do the whatchamacallit. We can do the other ability there. Let's do, we have Torment and Skullcrown on this team, by the way. I'll have a video on some of this tomorrow, by the way. A little sneak peek for you guys. Give you a little bit something to thirst in between videos. It's not specifically on this team, but it's a lot of clues as to my next video here. We'll come in, we'll try to stun. And we do. We stun Siffy. We stun everybody. That's great. Come in here and burn them and nuke them down, right? So I love her on an ally attack team. Why? Because A, she's fast, right? I forgot what her base speed was off the top of my head, but she's a fast champ, right? Let's see right here. She's 115 base speed, dude. You know, I was just talking about this on my Raid Champion Guide channel, but anytime you see a speed over 108, 107 in that territory, I think that's like elite level. Anytime you see a speed over 110, there's a very, very select few champions in this game that have that kind of speed. And she's got it. So to me, that's amazing, right? That's really good. Let's just put her on a random ally attack team. So I switched up the team. I don't want to give you guys too much of the good stuff for tomorrow, right? I switched up the team. I'm running her with a Mighty Uko. The cool thing is she can really fit on pretty much any arena team, right? I mean, she can go on a go first, a go second. She can go on a blender comp like we showed. She can work with almost anything, right? We have so much we can do here. Decrease the duration of all enemy buffs, increase our... We don't want to do that out the gate. We could go in with an ally attack, try to take out their Reviver and Pythion. I'm not... Yeah, let's try that. Let's try. Oh, we did. It worked. I mean... That was awesome, you know? Let's poke the, Aw, man. 3 weak hits. I thought we'd at least get one landed there to kill him and get the... Sometimes, even though he's going to return to life and all that stuff, sometimes what I'll do is I'll still try to kill... With Harima's A2, I'll still try to kill Sun Wukong just to get the instant activation without putting the A3 on cooldown. So, in this situation, I don't think we need the buff extension, so let's change forms, Metamorph, and then let's go in and remove the buffs instead with the increased accuracy on everybody. And then Mithrala will come in and cleanse everything. We're still going to win. It's okay. Let me put it on auto and show you what I'm talking about. She's spider form here. Look at her. Look at the little spider. Look at the little spider over there. I love how they made her a spider. Come on. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. I love it. I'm going to run her in Hydra after this. The cool thing is, this is my thing about her. This is, and again, a reason why I think that the Hades website is a little too low on her, right? Is, and I'm splitting hairs here. I'm talking about a 4 versus a 4.5, whatever, you know? But I think that she just, where can't you use this champion, right? She's so freaking fast, and between both of her forms, she does so much. The only problem is even like, dude, look at, she's taking extra turns, she's getting relentless procs, she's landing stuns, it's all great, except for the fact that she won't, on auto, she'll never change form. Let me try this. Let me just try this out before we switch off this mode. If I go to team setup here, right, and I come in here, and okay, everything's set up there, everything's set up there. Okay, so is there a way that I can go in here and I don't know, like, okay, let's do this as our opener, right? The crazy thing is I don't have her booked for, she has so many abilities that you don't really need her booked, because look at it, it goes ignore resistance and cooldowns, but it's not like you're not going to land a debuff or something, right? Now, obviously she's better booked, but God, you know, definitely, that's the good thing about her is you really don't have to, you know? I mean, it'd be better for Hydra. But anyway, let's open with the Imperial Decree, and then we'll come in as first priority on Doom of Yakai. Do we have to set the Metamorph as a priority too? Well, I don't know how we do that. Let's just try it this way and see what happens. Let's see if she changes forms on auto all by herself. I'm new to Mythicals, guys. I'm sorry, I'm new. It'd be very embarrassing if there was like an easy fix that I don't know about. But I don't think there is. I don't know, guys. All right, so here she goes. She's going to open with an ally attack. No, yeah, there she goes. Cool. And then she gets the extra turn. She didn't change forms. So I guess I have to come in there and make... I guess the best I can hope for is... See, she's not changing. Even though I have it as first priority. I guess I have to make the Metamorph the first priority. Let me just... Hopefully you guys find this even somewhat interesting, you know? What is this team? Golly. Let's now open with this. Open first choice. Open first choice. And then we'll put this as first choice, and then we'll put this as second choice. That way she prioritizes metamorphing back when she's done with everything. Does that make sense? Only problem is it's still not going to be ideal because I can't go in there and get all the abilities that I want on each form in order, factoring in metamorph cooldowns, right? There's a lot there. Anyway, here we go again. Take 2. She goes in, she does her ally attack. So far, so good. Hey, it worked. Okay, so I guess that's how you have to do it. You have to go and actually prioritize the metamorph. Problem is, though, well, we did do second priority. Okay, so this is how you work with a, we're figuring out together on the fly here, guys. This is how you work with a mythical. You need to prioritize first and second option as the metamorphs. Hopefully, let's see what she does right now. Let's see what she does. Is she gonna? She can't metamorph back, which is great, because we want her to use the other abilities on her second form. And then once she's ready, once she's used all her abilities, the cooldown should be done on the metamorph. She should come back. Yep, it worked. Perfect. All right, guys, we figured it all out together. Isn't that cool? Let's run her in Hydra Clan Boss, guys, and see how she does in Hydra. Now, this is an area where she would benefit in being fully booked out, right? So Hydra, we're going to run her in Hydra Brutal, and I'm not going to run the entire team. I just have her in my normal team. I think I subbed her out for Krisk or Graz or Iron Gut. Either way, I feel like, again, just to my point earlier on this champion, right? I really feel like you can use her almost everywhere in the game, man. Gosh, she could help you out so much in progression, you know? I guess old school clan boss, yeah. You know, Magma Dragon, Dreadhorn, maybe some areas, but for the most part, I feel like she's very, very, versatile in her use case. First choice, so we could go like second choice, and then third choice. Let's do that. And then, yeah, that's cool. And then we'll go, again, same deal. First choice, opener. We'll just treat everything like a second choice, and then third choice by the time it's off cooldown. All right, cool. So that's how we'll set her up. Let's go ahead and just look at her in action. Admire our beautiful spider woman for a little bit. If you guys have her, let me know what you think of her. Let me know. So we do have an AoE on the A1 with Cupidus. We have a Hexer on the team in Michinaki. 2 debuffers in Michinaki and Venus. Buff Stripper in Venus. She goes in with the A2. Next turn, she should metamorph and then go with the A3. Well, I should say 3 buff removers with Michinaki, Venus, and her on the team. So I think she has like some pretty nice synergies with this squad. There she goes, spider form. Perfect. Yeah, man, I really like this champ. I think she's going to be great for Hydra. I love that A2 of base form with the buff extension and decrease. Like, I think those moves are amazing in the game. Yeah, I really like her kit. I really think I think she's worth fusing. I think she's worth going for. I think, honestly, I think even the legendaries pale in comparison to her that you need to fuse her, you know? Personally. I especially do like Kira, the Watcher, as a progression champion. She's part of the fusion, one of the 2 legendaries. But I don't think she can hold the candle personally. She's quite a bit different, but like in terms of her overall utility and use case, I would not put her anywhere near the same level as Lady Mikage. So I would definitely, you know, fuse with confidence. And I feel like whether you're endgame or, I mean, look at this. She's bringing a lot to the table, man. I'm really impressed with her. I gotta say, my first mythical champion, and I love the mechanic. I feel like it's a lot of strategy involved of like figuring out when you want to change forms because of the metamorph cooldown. I think it's a well done mechanic. It took me 4 months to get my hands on one because I vowed not to pull any primal shards until there was a 2x mythical chance. And then there was at the same time. I also fused her. And I have to say, overall, I'm really, really impressed. Look at her. She's getting the extra turn. She's metamorphing all over the place. And it definitely how I set her up here in terms of the AI, the team AI customization, the setup. This is definitely how you want to go with these mythicals, right? Exactly how I did it. Just choosing your own priorities obviously is going to change. But now I feel bad for the people who clicked off after in the very beginning, I was like, she's bugged or something, man. There's no way to change forms. Although I will say, even in just the auto AI that Plarium sets, it'd be kind of nice. It'd be kind of nice if they went in there and just made her change forms already, you know? But whatever, it is what it is. At least we have the team setups to lean on. So far, so good with this team. I'll let it run a little bit here. Well, you know what? Let's just let it run a couple more turns. I think you guys kind of get the point, right? And let's just do a quick little damage check. I don't think she's going to be a big DPS, but she does have that 3.8, you know? We did go with War Master as well. She's getting extra turns. I love this, man. She's not hitting for much damage at all, but whatever. She's not a nuker, you know? Let's end battle and just take a look at her numbers. And let's see. So she's at 1.6 million. Honestly, that's great for her role, you know? Tuana Rock, by the way, you might not think of her as a damage dealer, but kind of like a Molly Tankard. She hits really hard, even though they're single target, just like basic abilities, you know? But yeah, I'm happy with 1.6, given everything she's bringing to the table, guys. There it is, my first mythical, and I love her. What about you guys? Let me know if you plan on going for her at some point in the future. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, as haphazard and scatterbrained as it was. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.